Hi everyone, I'm going to make an journal page, and the only thing that I know for sure is that I want background with all these kinds of brown paper, if it's from book pages, and if it's this is from a paper bag. And I've got all kinds of bits of and pieces. I've got this is a book page, this from some kind of dictionary, encyclopedia, old ones, an old ledger, and I'm just going to rip them up and start gluing them here on my page, kind of randomly. It's not where I think something should go, and I'm just using plain white glue, nothing to it. Here we go. Everybody's talking all the time about, oh, there is two here, okay, about intuitive painting. I'm calling this intuitive gluing because I really am not planning what goes where. It doesn't and it doesn't really matter. You just need to put down some background. And let's see. I love the pocket books, the old pocket books, how they get this brown color, and when you glue it down, it becomes like, I don't know how to explain, like leather. So I really like it. And let's see, what am I going to use? Let's go with something like that. I want torn edges. I don't want straight lines, except for where it goes with the edges of my page. Just easier that way, but basically I can also do something that is not a straight edge, and when it's dry I'll just trim the excess, so it doesn't really matter. And there is variation, of course, here in the colors of the pages. I'm thinking that for now it will stay this way, and maybe later, if I'm feeling that it needs to be more cohesive, then I'll just take some either diluted acrylic, or I've got acrylic inks, or even spray, and try to bring everything together. We'll see as we go. This is such a stress reliever for me, at least. Okay, I'm thinking I'll do several more pieces, and then I'll continue gluing off camera. It's so not interesting watching me glue, so that's what I'm going to do. just so you will see where I'm going with it, and then I'll come back when my background is done. And of course you can go, and it depends of what you want, but you can overlap and put more and more layers until you're satisfied with the result. There is no rules to it, and do whatever feel like it should be. Here we go. You see here I don't have a straight edge. Later when it will be dry, I'll just trim it. Okay, I'll continue gluing, intuitive gluing all around, and I'll be back. I'm back, and I want everything to be more cohesive, and I'm going to add a little bit of this Distress Ink Walnut Stain by Tim Holtz, and I'm using a makeup sponge, and let's see if I can do it. Yeah, it works. Yeah. I kind of wish I could have another brown, but that's what I have, and at least ink pad that works. I've got those little ones that are sold for kids, and their ink is not so good, so well, I'll stumble along with this walnut stain, and let's see where it gets us. If I can achieve something that will look more together, all these pieces in the background. I'm trying to dab it so there won't be marks like brush marks, but here it will be the marks of the sponge. So, and I'm also moving it a little bit, like in a very subtle circular motion, so again it will be blended and not there won't be harsh marks on my page, on my background. Well, it seems like it's coming along, so maybe it will work. I could have used diluted acrylic or acrylic ink, but I didn't want to use more wet stuff here, so I figured I'll just use this and hope for the best. I also have a wood stain water-based wood stain that could have worked, but again it's wet and I didn't want to use wet stuff here anymore. Just this. So I really like what came out of it. It pushed everything into the background and made it, the whole page, more cohesive. And yeah, I'm thinking that I want some black for the edges, but it will wait. Now I want I've got some feathers that I painted, and I will show you in a minute how I've done it. Very simple. These are just white, they were white feathers that I bought in the cheap store, and I want them here on my page. Here we go, something like that. I'll have to glue them down, and now I'll show you how I've done it. Here is white feather, and just put it on top of something, and I took a felt pen, the cheapest stuff there is for kids. Now I didn't go and put, if you want the whole feather in the same color, go for it. I just wanted some variation, so I've colored it like this in sections. And now I'm taking a paintbrush with a little bit of water and I'm activating it. I imagine that you can do this with anything that reacts with water. Just bear in mind that feathers don't react well to water, but what I've done is, once I had the color I wanted on my feather, and I can add more, I can leave it like this. I used my blow dryer and sorry, when it's dry, I went with this brush, makeup brush for, I think it's eyebrows. I don't know, I don't use it for what it's supposed to be, and just went like this to so the feather will regain its shape after I blow dried it. So that's how I made my feathers. And now just a little bit of glue to put them in place. And let's see. My glue is at the end of it. This is a silicone glue, but use whatever you have. And it's a local brand from the cheap store, so it won't matter if I said what kind of brand it is. Here we go. Well, something like that. Now I bought yesterday again from the cheap store, me and my cheap store, Love Affair. These are cardboard stencils, but I find that I can use them fine, although it's cardboard, just not with very wet materials. And I've got here several words. I've got discover, dream, delight. And first I thought I will take the parts out, and of course I'll stencil my word that I want here. But then I thought it's the letters are nice, so why not use them here? And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to color first the letters, then take them out of the stencil and put them here. So I'm just going to play around with felt pens, and maybe let's see if it will activate with water a little bit, just so there won't be the, yeah, I can make it more blendable if there is a word like that, so the you can't see the how the felt pen is going. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back. I'm back. So the felt pen didn't work as much as I wanted, so I just went with gelatos and smeared them here on my wood, and I'm just going to take the pieces out in the hopes that it will work, and I'm going to glue them down. Here we go. Oopsie. Good intentions and all, I thought it would work. Let's see if I can take it out like so. I thought it would be easy. Here we go. So now I have to go over the words here with the X-Acto knife to get them out without ripping. Oops. I'm just placing them now so I can see where everything goes, and only after I'll see that there is enough room for all my letters, then I'll glue them down. Here we go. Okay, so something that I thought would be quick and easy turned out to be not so quick and easy. So I'm going to get back to you when I've got all my letters in place. I'll be back. I'm back. So I managed to to take out all the letters out of this cardboard stencil and glue them down, and now I'm just going over the edges with a makeup brush and ink pad, black ink pad, and darkening the edges. And as always, I'm going in more at the corners. I like it like that it's softer and rounder on the corners. And this is it. That's my page. I'm going in a little bit more here underneath my word, and that's it. That's my page. I like it. Really a stress reliever. I hope you liked it, and thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.